What is going on, crypto peeps? Welcome back to the Traveling Crypto. So we saw Bitcoin drop $400 in under 2 hours, really. I got a notification on my phone this morning. Now, because Bitcoin is priced really high relative to fiat, $400 is not that much. It's around 5%. It's a 5% drop from where we were. Now, in the stock world or the traditional markets, 5% is a big deal. In crypto, that's not really a big deal. So what we worry about what I worry about is the effect that it has on the rest of the market, right? So BTC only represents a portion of my holdings. And yesterday I sent out an alert to move my stop limit, that I moved my stop limit up to 72.50. And the alerts are sent in the Discord. If you want access to the alerts, link is in the description. But I sent an alert yesterday saying that I'm moving my stop limit to 72.50 because there was downward momentum showing, and we were hitting this resistance of the descending triangle. So either we were going to break it or we were going to be forced back down. So for safety, I set it to 72.50, and now I am out of BTC and into Tether or fiat. It's not out of panic. I just wanted to protect the profits that I already made from swing trading BTC. So where do we go from here? Well, here's the interesting thing. We are forming this ascending wedge, which is still valid, right? Because we haven't broken through the support of this ascending channel, right? But we are now converging with the resistance of the descending triangle. So we are going to be forced out of this pattern one way or another. Where do we go from here? Do we break the ascending, the resistance of the descending triangle, or do we eventually break the support of this ascending wedge within the triangle itself? Well, think of the path to least resistance, or the path of least resistance, sorry. We haven't broken the resistance of the descending triangle since January, right? So this is an 8-month-long trend. However, we've hit the bottom of the descending triangle quite a few times, which is right around 5,800, or gotten near it. We've retested that a few times, right? So what is the most likely path forward? That's what we have to ask ourselves. TA is not about predicting the future. It's what is the most probable move that we can identify based on all the information that we have currently. And the most probable move based on all the indicators is a move back down. Now, I'm not one of these guys that's going to tell you we're going to 3K. We still have this support line that we've been holding steadily. So in my view, the path of least resistance is a move back down, and not to break a pattern that's been in existence for 8 months. Also, if you take a look at the volume profile, this is on the 4-hour chart, you'll see that most of our volume, there is a lot of support for volume below 6,800, right? You see all of these bars right here on the right. And this tells us that there is a lot of activity historically on the 4-hour chart within this time frame below 6,800. So that also supports that projection. So what is going on with the rest of the market? Well, usually smaller cap coins, market cap, but by market cap, smaller cap coins tend to get hit the hardest in a downtrend. And we see that here with some of the coins that we were trading. If you look at, for instance, Wanchain is down almost 12%, Hollow is down 10%. Aeon, which I wasn't in, but it's down 11%. So you'll see that a lot of these smaller cap coins, I don't know what's going on here with Droppo, but you'll see that a lot of the smaller cap coins are nearing the double-digit percentage losses. Here you'll see Verge at minus 10%. And the further up you go, you'll see that we're between -5, -4, and -8% on the larger cap coins. This is priced against BTC. A couple of coins have held up really well, like Monero is only down 3.8% over the last 24 hours. Stellar's actually up 1.3% in the last 24 hours. So there's a couple of coins that have held really well. I wouldn't call this a panic situation. I mean, we're already in a bear market. Keep that in mind. Just because we saw a nice little rally and we've made profits on a lot of these trade alerts doesn't mean that we're not in a bear market. What we're doing is we're swing trading the patterns within the bear market itself, right? The swings within the bear market. But we are still in a very deep bear market. I mean, look at the overall market cap. That's 223 bill, right? That's a far cry from where we were 3 months ago, 5 months ago, 8 months ago. Bitcoin dominance is at 54%. So, this isn't a great situation, but you can learn to trade. There's always money to be made with no matter what the market circumstance is. So now on the alt side, what I did is I have stop limits on most of my alts to go into BTC. And what we're doing is, whether your goal is to acquire more fiat or more BTC, what you're doing is you're acquiring more cheap BTC by selling out of your alt into BTC. Now, eventually I will put a stop limit for the BTC holdings that I have from those alt sales. But if your goal is to just acquire more BTC and you don't care about fiat or US dollar or euro or whatever, then you're in a good spot. If your goal is to gain more dollars or more fiat, then you're also in a good spot. Either way, you're protecting your portfolio, right? Now, for me as a trader, I don't mind when this happens, because all it's doing is it's providing you with opportunities to play the swings, right? So if you take a look at any random coin, you take a look at, say, something like ICX, right? It was trading within this ascending broadening wedge channel, which we actually just broke. And now it is testing the 0.236 fib level. So anywhere between 0 and 0.236, I mean, that's ungodly cheap, right? So you can start scaling into something like ICX and just wait for the swing back up. You look at something like Monero, for instance. This is a coin that we've actually made double-digit percentage profits on a few times, and traders were actually waiting for a re-entry point. And you could see that Monero rallied, formed a bull flag, rallied again, and now we are retracing, and there is an opportunity to re-enter into Monero to capture the next swing. And again, we're protected by our stop limit. So even if the market crashes further and the trades don't work out, you can either jump back out, wait on the sidelines, or depending on your risk profile and your portfolio, you can hold past a certain limit. Either way, the main point is there's no reason to panic in situations like this. Over time, you do become a better trader and you learn these things. So if you didn't set a stop limit and your portfolio is in the red like crazy this morning, there is no reason to beat yourself up over it. Just learn and continue. There's always an opportunity to be made in the market, and you will learn over time. Just remember that cash is also a position. That is nothing to balk at. So if you exit into cash, that is also a position. It doesn't mean just because you're not holding a certain coin that you're not in the market. You're in the market no matter what. Even if you're in cash, you're still in the market. You're just waiting for a smart money opportunity. On the news front, there wasn't really much to talk about, so we'll just end the video there. I will continue to monitor the markets today, and I will continue to send out trade alerts when there is an opportunity to re-enter on some of these coins, because there will be, right? As BTC stabilizes or declines gradually, you will see some alts gain value in BTC eventually. That is it for this video. Leave a comment if you have any questions, or hit me up on the Discord. It's 100% free. Sign up. Link is in the description for the trade alerts and the weekly report. Subscribe and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Stay safe out there. Peace.